Hi everyone. So yeah, this is Lode Runner on the Arduino UNO. I just coded this whole thing from scratch. This is not an emulator, or I didn't port anything. It's just I just wrote it all from scratch in C++. So I'll demonstrate it for you while I'm just kind of explaining how it works and everything. So let's see. Yeah, so I wanted to do sound. Obviously, it doesn't have sound. I wanted to do sound, but I couldn't find a spare pin, a spare output pin, unfortunately. Oops, it died. Yeah, if you could find, if you could tell me if you could find a pin, a spare pin, where I could do sound, then that would be great. Let's see what else. Yeah, I did all the graphics myself too. I just kind of I'm dead. Did all the graphics myself. I tried to copy the original game as much as I could. And working with a little bit different resolution than the original, so I had to take some liberties with the graphics. What else? Let's see. So yeah, it loads the levels off of an SD card. So you can actually create your own levels if you want to. So I'll show you how to do that if you want here in a second. I'm just going to demonstrate some more. Oops, that one has my gold. No autographs, please. Thank you. That's not working right. Anyway, oh. Yeah, there's a bug, obviously. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Let's see. So I'll just keep going until it's game over, I guess. Whoops. This way this time. Let's see. Whoops. So yeah, when you kill the enemies, they spawn back at the top of the screen, just like the original game did. And yeah, the enemies can grab your gold. Those jerks. And what else? Yeah, it keeps track of your score. Yeah, the enemy AI is pretty close to the original, I think. It doesn't have all those weird quirks that the original has, you know, where you start running toward them and they run away from you. I never really understood why that happened. Seems to get that one. Well, maybe they. Oh yeah, they're carrying one of them. So I would say the enemy AI was the funnest part of the project. It was a really fun little project. Yeah, making the enemy AI was the funnest part, I think. Just because you know, you could just watching these little guys come alive and chase you. It's pretty cool. Just Looks like they just have a little mind of their own. Okay, so here's the third level. This level's a bit harder, but there's a shortcut. So yeah, if you guys make any levels, I want to see them. Let me see them. You can post it in the comments, because it's just a text file. So you probably want to do like a monospaced font so everything will line up, so it won't get all distorted. So yeah, if anybody makes any levels, I'll play it. I wanna see your levels. If anybody can, there are a few little bugs. If anybody can make any improvements to my engine, then that would be great too. Might as well just go this way. So yeah, this is this is probably my first like big Arduino project. I kind of did this just to kind of force myself to learn it. The only project I did before this was just like flashing some lights and loading some bits onto a shift register, stuff like that. There's really not much to it, but yeah, this did the trick. It really helped me learn Arduino better. And I made some sound effects, but I couldn't put them into the engine because, like I said, I ran out of pins. This screen took up all my pins. But if you could, if anybody out there can figure out how to maybe get an extra pin that I could use to output the sound, then yeah, please let me know. Maybe some of you have a lot more experience with Arduino than I do, probably. It's a very good chance, because I'm sort of beginner still. Okay, this one's really hard to get. I can only do it about half the time, so we'll see. So I dig that. And I'll wait on that. Go up here, that out. I did oh, that was close. All right, so I beat the level. I only have 3 levels so far, so when I beat this level, it just gives an error. It just says can't load. So that's your reward for beating the whole thing, is getting an error message. It's kind of anticlimactic, but. So yeah, I'll show you how to make a level. Okay. Here's a level. Hopefully you can see that. So this is level 1. So as you see, a blank space is just a dot. Diggable brick is hash symbol. Undiggable brick is equal sign. H is a ladder because it kind of looks like a ladder. T is trapdoor. You know, it looks like a brick, but you just fall through. S is a safety ladder, so that appears when you beat the level. Minus is hand over hand bar. I call it a monkey bar. It's just funny to say. And plus is a goal. E is enemy. You can have up to 5 enemies in your level. And then P is a player. You can only have one of those. And then exclamation mark is just a comment, so it'll comment out the rest of the line. So yeah, that's level 1. And make sure you always put, if you make a level, give yourself credit. We want to know who created it, or your screen name, or your hacker alias or whatever you want to do. Oh, and I'll also explain this. So I had to route all of the controls through the A5 input. It's an analog input on the Arduino. So I had to make a series of resistor dividers, or voltage dividers rather. So each one of these button presses will create a different voltage, and it'll inject a different voltage into A5, and then the program will interpret, each voltage as, its corresponding key press. So yeah, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, so if you want to download this, first of all, this screen right here, it's the ILI9481, I believe. I hard-coded everything to work with this screen, so that's all you can do really for this project. But if you get it to work with a different screen, let me know. And yeah, I'll incorporate your code into my program, and I'm just thinking it'll be like a define statement or something, where you can define your screen and it'll just compile around it. Let's see, I think that's about it. So if you want to download this, it's my GitHub account my username is Hephaestus256. So it's Hephaestus like Greek mythology, and then 256, and this is called Lode Runner Arduino. So yeah, feel free to download that. You'll need, I believe I have everything on my GitHub account. It's got the circuit diagram of this thing. It's got some files for the levels, title screen. The program, of course, is just one program. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need. I'm not related to Doug Smith, by the way. I just happen to have his last name. I wish I were related to him. That'd be awesome. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.